everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lena and today I'm doing a video a little different than my normal content. You probably read the title before clicking on it, but for this year I am doing a low buy year, which is a variation on a no buy year. So essentially that means no spending money or spending as little money as possible. In my current situation, it is not realistic for me to do a complete no buy year, but I want to pay off some debt. I want to not feel guilty going to Disney World every year. So I have decided, I've written up a list of rules and I am going to do what's considered a low buy year. And yes, this is for a full year and no one is doing it with me. So I wanted to post this video with the rules I'm going to be following in hopes of keeping myself accountable so that I can last a full 365 days. So here are my rules and I'm gonna go through these. I also wanted to put this up really early into the year just in case you guys have suggestions on what I should add to this list if I haven't covered everything. I've been thinking about this for a few days now and I think it's pretty comprehensive and, at least in my mind, covers all of my categories and all of my bases. So leave a comment below if there's something I should add or something I should tweak for the rest of the year, but let's go through my list. The first one here is clothes can only be purchased with money from old clothes sold. So I am on Poshmark and Curtsy, and then I periodically go to Clothes Mentor and Plato's Closet to sell my old clothes. I'm really good at not hanging on to clothes I'm not wearing. I rotate my closet every 6 to 8 months just to make sure I'm really wearing what's in there and that I really like what's in there. So I have told myself that the money that I make from selling my old clothes can go towards new clothes in an effort to curb that spending. Sometimes there are going to be clothes that I've got to replace. Black t-shirts get deodorant, armpit stains, or whatever it may be, but while I understand that that's important, I can't just frivolously spend my money, so I don't want to limit myself completely. This is the low buy versus no buy, so I'm willing to spend a little bit of money, but I gotta get rid of the old before I bring in the new. Next is eating out is only acceptable socially, and I added no excuses for not preparing ahead. So I have a tendency to not eat right away, so I'll come home from work and kind of turn my mind off for a couple hours and then I realize, shoot, it's 8 o'clock, I should probably eat dinner, but I don't have time to cook anything, so I'm just gonna eat out. Or I tell myself, I've ran out of time to go to the grocery store, so I'm just gonna eat out instead. So that's not really a good excuse. So I want to save money by not eating out and only making eating out a social event. So people my age, the way we hang out, the way we have social time is by going out to eat. So it's not realistic for me to say I'm not eating out because then I would miss out on a ton of social activity and I don't really want to pigeonhole myself. Now, to be fair, I do travel for work periodically and I've got a few vacations booked for the year. So this rule itself doesn't apply to while I'm on the road. With work, I get a per diem that'll cover my eat out expenses, and with travel, it is what it is. But while I'm in town, while I'm not on the road, I am not allowing myself last minute trips for sushi, no drive-throughs. I've got to pack my lunch. I've got to go grocery shopping when I say I'm gonna go grocery shopping and plan ahead. The next one is only one Starbucks reload per month, and whenever I reload my Starbucks card, it's only $10. That's the minimum they let you reload, so that's all I'm gonna do once a month. Last year for Christmas, I got a Keurig that makes lattes. So if I really want a fancy coffee, I can make it myself. I am allowing myself to purchase the ingredients to make coffee. That is something that I really enjoy. It's not really realistic for me to cut that out, but I can cut out to the bare minimum trips to Starbucks. That is something I'll do socially with my roommates and with my friends, so I don't want to cut it out completely. My budget previously was 2 reloads a month, 1 Starbucks coffee a week, which is a total of $20, but I'm gonna cut that in half and save more money. The next rule I've got is a 1 drink limit. So when I go out drinking with friends, which trust me is not very often, I do tend to get 2 drinks as we're sitting there for a few hours. To save money, even though I'm being social and out with friends, I can't just spend as much money as I want. So I'm putting a 1 drink limit so that I can still go out with friends, but I'm not overspending. While I do have a budget and have been following that loosely for the past 1.5 years, this is just gonna tighten it up just a little bit. And because I have these rules written out, hopefully it'll hold me more accountable to spend even less money than I have been. Next line item is $100 souvenir limit when vacationing. So I've got 3 vacations on the books for 2022. The second week in January, which is actually gonna be days after I upload this video, I am going to be headed to Hawaii with my brother. We were supposed to go to Japan, but Japan is not allowing vacationers, not allowing travelers that aren't there for business from the United States, so I had to rebook that trip, and we're now going to Hawaii, which I am so excited for, but I'm only allowing myself $100 in spending for that trip, whether it's gifts or things for myself, $100 max. The same goes for my Disney trip. I did finally get one planned. I'm going with a few friends and roommates, and we're gonna go for a long weekend. $100 is more than I need for Disney for sure with how often I'm going, but I've still gotta follow my other rules. So if I go over my 1 drink limit, that money has to come out of my $100 spending. And then my final trip is in November of 2022, and my parents have booked a cruise for my family. I've never been on one. $100 is probably gonna be difficult because of all the stops that we're gonna make in various countries. So I really have to push myself. I don't know, I really wanna pay my debt off. So I'm gonna have to make some compromises and some exceptions to be able to get that done as quick as possible. So this is a good way to do it. And then I wrote in all caps, no online shopping. My really bad habit is to overload a cart online and then let it sit there and never buy anything. And then sometimes I do buy stuff, and sometimes I don't. A lot of times I don't. But either way, I can't do this online shopping business because I do hit purchase more than I should. Especially this Christmas time, as I was buying gifts for people, and with Black Friday shopping, it's really easy to shop online. I also really want to support brick and mortar stores, so when it comes to gifts, when it comes to me buying clothes with the money that I've sold, whatever, I really should be in person for that instead of buying online. Are there going to be a few exceptions? Maybe, but the only exceptions will be found when I'm buying clothes with the money from clothes that I've sold. Otherwise, no online shopping. It can't happen. And the final thing that I've got currently on my low buy rules list is a $10 monthly budget for YouTube, and this can roll over from month to month. So essentially I have $120 throughout the entire year to spend as I want for YouTube content. I didn't want to say $0 because sometimes you've got to spend money to have the content. If there was a craft that I found that I want to make, if there's a subscription box that I want to try out, I wanted to give myself a little bit of flexibility, but I can't overspend. I can't tell myself, yeah, let's subscribe to this monthly subscription box, and then I'm spending $30, $40, $50 a month with stuff that I'm probably never going to use again. So I definitely wanted to give myself an option, but cut the overspending and make it a little challenging, save some money, but not go too hard on myself. So if I want to buy a $40 subscription box, that's 1/3 of my budget for the year, and I need to plan accordingly. So as of right now, I've got enough content that I won't be spending money for a while, but come summertime, come fall, when we're beyond my travel vlogs, maybe I will want to spend a little bit of money to have good content to upload. So that was a list of my rules, and then I did put on the back, and this is going to be a slightly working list just as I figure things out, but my acceptable purchases. These are going to be pretty much a given. Groceries. A girl's gotta eat. Gas. I have to drive to work every day. Social activities within reason. I am not setting parameters on social activities because sometimes I'll want to go to a hockey game, which can get a little more expensive. That can be $20, $30, $40. Sometimes I'll want to go to a movie. There's $10. Maybe I'll want to go wine tasting. There's $10. So within reason, I'm not going to go spending $200 to, I don't even know. I don't ever do that. So I do social activities 3 to 4 times a month, once a week-ish. I don't want to cut myself off from activities with friends. And then I wrote dog food, toys, meds, etc. Essentially dog essentials. She's got to eat. She needs to be stimulated, so yeah, I'm gonna buy her toys. She needs medicine. What I'm not gonna do is buy bandanas, clothes, extra things that are unnecessary. And I guess I should add to that list is that she does go to daycare while I'm at work 2 to 3 times a week. Again, she's got to stay stimulated. I can't have her destroying my bedroom. So that is acceptable. And then I do have 2 exceptions that I am allowing myself. The first is my final 2 Kate Spade discounts. So I worked at Kate Spade previously for 1.5 years, and then I decided to come back this holiday season as a seasonal employee to help out. I didn't use my paid time off from my full-time job very quickly throughout the year, so I had extra days to take off at the end of this year. So because of that, and because I've got a good relationship with the managers there still, I decided to pick up a few hours a week and then extra shifts around holidays to help out the store while I know that everyone's begging for employees. So one of my perks of working for Kate Spade is that twice a month I get 75% off of an item, so 2 items. And I have decided that while I'm working another 1.5 weeks to round out this holiday season, I am allowing myself those last 2 discounts. I've worked hard, I've kind of burned myself out from working 2 jobs, so I really don't feel bad rewarding myself and using that discount one last time. And then finally, I wrote down Chain of Thorns, November 2022. You can't see it's out of the frame, but that is the final book of a series that I've read. It comes out in November. The second book in this series left on a massive cliffhanger. If you have read Chain of Iron and Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare, please let me know in the comments, because I need someone to talk to. I need to break down the end of this book. I'm still very emotionally charged, if you can't tell, and I have got to read the final book in that series. So it doesn't come out till November. I finished the books in the fall, so I'm waiting over 1 year for this book to come out. I think I can give myself the grace to buy another book. Now, I didn't mention books on the list as I'm sitting as I'm sitting in front of my bookshelf, and I'm not gonna put something on here. I could write down no book purchases, but I have so many books on my shelf that I have not read, and so I just need to not walk into a bookstore, because then I won't buy any books, and I've got plenty to read in the meantime as I'm waiting for this new book to come out and as I go through my no buy, low buy year. So that's what I've got. It feels a little daunting. I know I can do this for 4 to 6 months, but for a full 12 months, we'll see. My hope is to post, most likely quarterly updates throughout the year, just so I can hold myself accountable, so you can hold me accountable as I do something I've never done before. This is some extreme budgeting. I am one who walks the line between frivolous purchases and saving. I do have a good savings. I am paying off my debts as I should. Student loans and car payment is pretty hefty, but definitely doable. I think this will be good for me, so I'm kind of excited. I'm gonna be more frugal, I'm gonna think through my purchases, and I'm still gonna enjoy myself on vacation and buy the odd new item for my closet. So let me know if you have any thoughts to this, if you've done this before. Let me know your tips and tricks and rules that you think I should add. If there's anything I should change, leave that in the comments below as well. So thank you for watching. I really hope you can hold me accountable as I go through this. And you know how I end these videos. Hopefully you do. Hopefully you've seen other videos. If not, go check out the rest of my channel. I've got some fun stuff in there. But give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.